Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Andrei Shevchenko, Jim. European Player of the Year, League winner, European champion, the top scorer in Italy on more than one occasion. It's an extraordinary list of achievements.
It certainly is. He really was the deadliest striker around. Absolutely lethal.
Goal scorer, match winner, national treasure. He is all of those things and much, much more. And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Greece with the corner, there first. Bernardo Silva. And now they can spring out of defence. Now this could be a chance. He has found the way through. Can he finish? They've got to be quick to recover this.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Rijkaard. Greece have the chance to go the other way. He's got away. Van Dijk. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. That looks a decent ball. Count receives it in a wide position, just eases him off the ball.
Count clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Delivers with whip. Park Ji-sung. Still goalless. Looking for options for movement. Kaut. Eto'o. And that is expertly dealt with. Rodri. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Played out towards the right wing. Tries to pass it through. Oh, good spread. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Park Ji-sung. And the pass is intercepted. Bernardo Silva. Serginho. Georgia couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Might be danger here. Goes for a shot! Goal! Greece! And it's Greece who take the lead. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Park Ji-sung. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Tries a measured ball.
Georgia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Pass somewhat off target. It's a goal kick. Hakimi. Serginho. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. He's found some space. Goes down, but nothing given. Kvaratskhelia unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Serginho. Rijkaard. Now it's Kout. And he's well positioned here. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Corner number 2 then. And he's straight offside.
Georgia truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
It's roll! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well timed, excellent interception. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Park Ji-sung. Eto'o might just make this.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Shevchenko running with intent. Shevchenko with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a...
Bernardo Silva!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Rijkaard. That's been cut out, well played. Rodri. This is a promising build-up. Hakimi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Can he get it through? That has been cut short. And that brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Georgia trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Georgia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Rodri gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Bernardo Silva has the space to scheme. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Adams makes the interception. Nicely weighted ball. Offside again. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way through. Takes aim and crosses.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Looking for the run. Cruyff. Now, can they get him away? Stood up well to him there. And shifted it to the flank. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Looking to play him in. Roll. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shapes to shoot. And that is wildly off target.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
And he's forced to go back. That's a little off target. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Swings in across. Mbappe. Georgia have it back and can go again. Now it's Kaut. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Hakimi. Park Ji-sung. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Swung over, and it's Kaut. Kaut, a dangerous raider down the right-hand side. But that has not gone well. And here's Eto'o. He's shifting through the gears here. Kaut finding himself in space. He's looking wide. Threads one in. That's been slipped through. Rijkaard. And Adams. Oh, what a mistake! Big chance! Mbappe! Caught offside that time.
Georgia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Georgia really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Bernardo Silva is onto it in a flash. And that's another good win of the ball. That is good strength. And that is a good ball to find him. And he's picked it up out wide. He's picked his way through. And this is Eto'o. It's Eto'o! And that would have been game, set and match.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
He's a sharp little ball here, and he's in on Mbappe! Well, that is rather wayward.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
That is good alertness.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And he's there to belt it away. Kaut is wide and looking to get onto this.
2 added minutes.
And the goalkeeper's got a good pass. Shoots!
Well, it was a really good thing he was on standby. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that is that. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescent. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player he really is. And I suppose in many ways you can call him the perfect example.
And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. And that is well cleared. And he's quick to return it.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that is one way to stop him. He has found the way through. Looking for the far post. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Van Dijk clears without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. That has not gone well. Bernardo Silva. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Bernardo Silva! Not a bad start to the game, a chance at either end already. Lovely pass, but can he get there? An uncompromising challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And there's the header! Blocks, that's really good defending.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Oh, it's come loose. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Shevchenko. Shapes to shoot! And it's a goal! And there is your opener. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
That's going wide left. Crosses it in. Donnarumma deals with that nice and simple. Jacobs.
Georgia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Mbappe. And it's Cruyff.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Alexander-Arnold. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Madrid are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
That's destined for the flank. Vardiol. And they're on him in a flash.
Might want to be careful there.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
And it's Hakimi. Goes for goal! Messi. Can he get it through? That looks a good ball through. Chance for a shot! And that's in! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
That has been cut short. Georgia are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Good ball, good take. Messi. Totti. And they've got a throw. Well, that's well spotted. Cruyff. Over to the right flank. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Rodri. And Cruyff! And it's Cruyff. Applies the finish! Oh, that was no routine. And for the first half, that is that. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Kvaratskhelia. Number 20,
We're on the move again.
Bernardo Silva.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull them back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oh, that's fabulous. He's had a shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Guardiola has given away a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Totti. Messi. Cross goes in there. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Doku. Doku! Doku! That is delicious! About as smooth as it gets. It is an explosive start to the second half. He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Georgia cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
He's a sharp little ball here. Kvaratskhelia receives it in a good position here.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
And it's Cruyff. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Lovely bit of skill. And the shot! Corner number 2 then.
Georgia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole... Mbappe! Georgia perhaps contemplating their next change here. Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rodri. Cruyff. Serginho. Looking for a runner. Pau Kubasi cuts out the pass. Alexander-Arnold. Played towards the other side. And it's been given away. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Can he finish? And it's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Great chance! And that's a sharp finish. And they've got their lead back. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And now he has 2. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark.
Georgia really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Messi picks it up out wide. Georgia are running out of time and out of options.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Well, that pass isn't the best. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. There's the shot!
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Aimed at the far side.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Looking for the run. Nicely aimed pass. And the number on the board is 3. Serginho. Cruyff. And they can counter here. Now it's Doku. A heavy challenge. And time is up. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Well, it's not very often that we single out the team's goalkeeper as their most influential player, but I suppose we can make a special exception for this fella, Iker Casillas, Jim.
No doubt about that, Peter. I mean, whether it's through making saves or just through his sheer presence, he has a huge influence on any team he plays in.
Leading from the back, as it were.
Exactly.
Driven in. Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Looking for the run. Oh, nicely intercepted. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Kvaratskhelia looking to play him in. No, that's been intercepted. Costa Curta. That has been cut short. And it's Cruyff. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. Bernardo Silva delivers. And that should get the job done. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Not the most accurate pass. Cruyff. Vardiol. And here's Kvaratskhelia. He's shifting through the gears here. Punched away. Oh, well played.
That's well played. He knew he had to mop that up.
Bernardo Silva. Now it's Shevchenko. Now that's well seen too. Rodri. And it's Hakimi. Bernardo Silva. And he's managed to get free. That's an excellent interception. Played into space. Araujo cuts out the pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. That is good strength. Serginho. Here comes the cross. That's really well manoeuvred. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
And he's there to retrieve it. Mbappe! Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He might be in here! Oh, that pass isn't the best. Kvaratskhelia. And it's Serginho. Messi. And he cuts out the supply. Bernardo Silva chasing after it. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's got a Kvaratskhelia! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Kvaratskhelia actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Passes short and sharp. It's a searching pass. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Good running, strong and purpose. And Beckham! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Shot could be on. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Schneider. Pinches it off him. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cafu promptly onto that, and that is that. That's a cute ball. That's it, 45 minutes up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time.
Substitution on the field. Number 13,
Gets us going once more.
Number 20,
0-0, and we're at the halfway point.
Field, number 6, Doku. Number 10,
Mbappe moves wide and looking to get onto this.
Progress.
And here's Cruyff.
Cruyff really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Vardiol, and he's being shifted off it. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
There will be a throw-in. Plays it across. Casillas deals with that nice and simple.
Might want to be careful there.
Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Gerrard. Araujo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's bustling through here. And a chance! And no mistake. It is the pick-me-up they all long for. And that really is so impressive.
The goal scorer.
Georgia have broken through. It's 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And Messi! They've got to be quick to recover this. Doku! Gerrard. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
And the keeper's well positioned.
Ah, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, just skips past his man. Cruyff.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's De Bruyne. He's got away. And he's had it nicked away. Sends it crossfield. And here's Neymar. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Can he get it through? Now it's Mbappe. Howson does really well to win the ball there. Georgia perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Gerrard. Dembele. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Lexington really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Neymar. Looking for options for movement. He is through here. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a good finish. There seemed no way back, but they are level. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
Time for a change in personnel.
Number 10.
We're looking at a different game
Number
now.
21.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Number 18.
That's going to go a long way.
Number 14. Rafinha.
He's a sharp little ball here. Now the ball in. Oh, good effort! Has another go! Could be taken, and again! It's a goal! And they get themselves in front! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Now it's Rodri.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
De Bruyne. Howson. And he's intervened well there. 4 added minutes on the board. Now there's a Kane! Well taken goal. 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over surely. The vision wonderful, the technique perfect.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running.
Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Focal point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is 30 yards forward.
Oh, he's been flattened there. Oh, great defending, that needed doing.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, important interception. Sends it crossfield. Well, that looks a decent ball. Gerrard. Martinez. Looking for options for movement. And he's found a way past. There's the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Saviola clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Rodri gets over and intercepts. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, outsmarting him this time. And it's Doué. And here's Saviola. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Saviola really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being...
Getting up there! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. He's having a pop!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Header comes in! Not a bad try by any means. Mbappe! And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, just skips, goes for a shot! He scored! That was a given, it always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
After 17 minutes is number 4, Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
Georgia have broken through, it's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He has found the way through. And it's been hooked away. Georgia have it back and can go again.
Colorado Springs definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Makes
It's Saviola! Towering header! It's hit the upright. Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Kvaratskhelia. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? And here's Danny Olmo. And he was quick to react. It's a pretty loose pass. Knocks it into space. Spread neatly. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Can he get it through? Gerrard. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Over to the right flank. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's fabulous. That's a throw. Rodri. Serginho. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's Cruyff, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Cruyff quietly revving up. Oh, played through for the wide man. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Saviola.
Georgia really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again.
Danny Olmo! Kvaratskhelia. And Gvardiol. Spread neatly. Now it's Cruyff. Now that's well seen too. De Bruyne.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Quick look, then plays it in. Lisandro Martinez is there, and he can get that clear. Gerrard.
There they go, hunting again.
And this is Shevchenko. Doué. And here's Shevchenko. Space for him to turn and look. And a header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's going to go a long way. And here's Dumfries, produces a cross. Keeper has taken decisive action. It's a good spell of possession, this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I'd just like to read out our fan
Georgia
members who are
coming in
celebrating
at
their
half-time,
birthdays today.
leading by 1-0.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of
Substitution in
football,
progress.
plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Georgia leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Georgia currently ahead. And the shot! And no mistake! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And Shevchenko! Nearly, but not quite.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Martinez. And it's De Bruyne. Can he get on the end of this? Kvaratskhelia in acres of space out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And the cross comes in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Dani Olmo. He came in hard, very hard. Looking to play him in. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Howson. DiMarco. And the pass is intercepted. Kvaratskhelia, and he's managed to get free. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on.
Oh, he's hit the bar! DiMarco. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Looking here to chip it. He's had a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, he can be proud of himself, the goalkeeper, for rescuing a perilous situation.
And it's Neymar. And he cuts out the supply. Dumfries. De Bruyne. Gerrard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, he's all alone. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Khan must save this. That is some save from Khan. And he's missed altogether.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Doué getting this one clear. Oh, good chance, surely! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Serginho is offering a wry smile there.
Rodri. Cruyff going forward. Gerrard. De Bruyne.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Mbappe.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gerrard. Doué. Doué. Georgia can consider themselves just about safe now. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Shevchenko. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Well-timed, excellent interception. And he's had it nicked away. Just 5 minutes left. De Bruyne. Closing in on goal. He's picked his way through. He's a sharp little ball here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And they've got rid. That's destined for the flank. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Doué showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Shevchenko, and here's Dani Olmo.
Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
The ball is loose, and the chase is on. So that's it. It is all over. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then.
Andrei Shevchenko, Peter, is a player who can hurt you in so many different ways.
Striking all-rounder.
Yeah, he's got the pace to get in behind, he's got the power, he's got the aerial ability, the versatility, the work rate. He's got it all.
One of the greatest strikers of all time, sure.
Tries a shot! Mbappe! Irrepressible! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy!
Fenerbahce take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. This looks promising. Shot
goes for a shot!
And no mistake.
2-0 and in next to no time.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control.
Oh no, what has happened here? And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Cruyff. Nicely weighted ball. Bernardo Silva. He's picked his way through. Now the delivery. In again. Oh, good effort! That's a look and plays it forward. Georgia are already 2 behind. Awful start. Totti. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Spread it left. Kvaratskhelia. That's a nicely shaped ball. Mbappe! Mbappe is flagged offside. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff, good purposeful running this. Now can he find... And Cruyff! And he hits the net! Back within 1! They have them in their sights again! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Fenerbahce clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he's there to retrieve it. Bernardo Silva. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That'll be a throw-in. And it's Arda Güler. Takes a shot! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And he's cut it out. Not the most accurate pass. Totti. Oh, what a ball! Shevchenko. That's put paid to the danger. Oh, good spread. Cross needs to be good.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pinches it off him. Now it's Mbappe. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, that's fabulous. Looking for the run. Oh, well played, well played.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
A real chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Pass somewhat off target. Tries to play it through. And he welcomes it in. Decent chance! Hakimi clears without hesitation. And we have our very first corner. Georgia have the chance to go the other way. Can he get it through? And he plays one through. And the finish! And that's a sharp finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Nicely spread. Bernardo Silva. Cross into the box. Opts to play. Shot, surely! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Georgia close to setting up the perfect climax there. It really has been pulsating. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I can certainly tell you I wasn't expecting this. What a half, what a game of football so far. I was honestly expecting the floodgates to open, but how quickly things can change.
And we come to you now with a quick
It's a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2. So it's back to business.
20, Bernardo Silva. Coming on the field,
Messi. Messi
Doku.
making good progress on the right-hand side.
Messi.
And he's picked it up out wide. Now it's Doku. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's intervened well there. Georgia come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Messi. And Gula. Hakimi spots it and intercepts. There's the crossfield ball. Doku. He is through here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Lofted it. Oh, good climb! And a neat finish! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Oh, what has happened here?
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Ambitious ball here. Donnarumma sends that a long way. And it's Rodri. Cruyff. And there's the clearance. Oh, he's fizzed it forward. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Good effort from distance. And the ball's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Hakimi plays it in. And he gets rid in a hurry. He's having a pop! And for a moment, time stood still.
Substitution on the field, number 21.
So we have movement on both benches.
Coming on to replace him is number 11, Hazard. Substitution in progress.
Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And here's Doku. And he's managed to get free. He's having a hit! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Totti. Oh, this is a terrific run. Georgia needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Georgia do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now it's Mbappe. Good play on the left-hand side here. Totti. Just about up to 75 minutes. He's found a way through. Hazard! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Georgia go up by 2 and are looking good.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Kante did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Hazard. Aim forwards. Now it's Mbappe. Aimed beyond the defence. Doku! Doku! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
You could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
That has been slung wide. Alexander-Arnold does well not to be outdone there. Now, can they get him away?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Mbappe. That is Kante. Serginho does well to get it back. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Hazard. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Shevchenko. Looking to play him in. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's lost his man here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nice poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Messi, always onto this. Van Dijk. Conte. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Lovely ball and he's having a shot! Looks to the other side. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Georgia have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Brazil have produced some of the best centre-halves around, and I think Militao is up there in that lineage, Peter. He's very quick and aggressive, and while he does have the odd mistake in him, or certainly did in his earlier career, he's maturing fast and he's easing that out of his game, and he can go all the way to the very top.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Now it's Mbappe. Nice bit of trickery. And here's Kvaratskhelia. He's picked his way through. Has a look up and delivers. Tries a shot! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Fenerbahce finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's found a way through. Kvaratskhelia! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Toure pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And here's Kvaratskhelia. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. He's onside. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And it's Cruyff. Guardiola. And he's there to belt it away. Serginho. Lovely bit of skill. No, he's not getting past him there. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? Oh, the ball's come loose here. Tries a measured ball. Incoming delivery. Khan claims it. Safe hands.
Georgia clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Cruyff clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Spreads it out wide. No luck with that dink over the top. Kvaratskhelia. Gets a good foot in there. It's come to nothing. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He has found the way through. Rodri played through into space.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's shifting through the gears here. Played into the box. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Fenerbahce are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
The less said about that pass, the better. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Eder Militao gets across to intercept that. And he's got the beating of... And the finish! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ambitious ball here. He's on it, can he get away? Always goal side. Shevchenko had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Can he latch on to this? Berbatov finding himself in space. That is good alertness.
Berbatov clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Reinders. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He is through here.
There will be 1 minute
And this
at
is
a time.
Cruyff! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. This possibly the last play of the half. Still no way through. Can he finish? Glorious! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And that is all they have time for.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well,
Hello,
both
everybody,
half-time
and
team
please
talks
join
will
me
undergo
in wishing
change
a
now.
happy
One will
wedding
be solid,
anniversary for
the
one
other
of our
needs to
fan
be
club
pretty
members.
inspiring.
Georgia firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline.
Substitution for Fenerbahce, number 9, Berbatov.
Down to
Number
business
7,
again.
Shevchenko. Coming on the field,
Knocks it into
number
space.
20, Danny Olmo. Number 17,
Shapes to shoot!
Greg Cout.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Jupe tries to pass it through, and Dijk makes the interception. Cruyff. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Defending was strong and firm. It's a pretty loose pass. It's a searching pass. Serginho. It's Cruyff. And it's Bernardo Silva. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Cruyff. Dimarco does well to get it back. Now it's Dembele. And he's quick to return it. That's the keeper's ball. Bernardo Silva is always looking to break lines. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Georgia with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. Silvestre. Reinders. That's a lovely, delicate pass. Danny Olmo. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Diouf. Deftly away. Serginho. Dimarco does really well there. He is strong. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Nicely spread. Bernardo Silva. Tries to play it through. Oh, good take in a good area. Now Yaya Toure. Mbappe!
Substitution.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Danny Olmo. And it's Serginho.
Oh, he's having a go!
He's keen, determined to have his say.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Kane was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rafinha, and here's Kane.
Pinches it off him. Georgia do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Dembele.
Now, can they get him away?
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
And he's quick to get rid.
Reinders, foot in.
Now, can they get it back? He's in plenty of space here. He has a look out.
Now, who's going to be first to this?
Might be dangerous.
It's Dembele gets flagged offside.
Substitution for Fenerbahce.
Fenerbahce can make their change now with a break in play.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Araujo produces the perfect tackle there.
And the counter is on.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
And that's going to be a booking.
Serginho. This ended up in no man's land. Distributed tidily. Great defending, strong and determined. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Dani Olmo. Serginho goes for a shot! Another one of football's and how moments.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
There's the header!
That's going to go a long way.
And now they can spring out of defence.
That ball looks a good one. This looks promising.
He's got away.
A beautifully policed...
Kane!
Silvestre, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
And he shoots! And a neat finish! With so little time left, grandstand finish!
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Fenerbahce give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And it's skewed away.
There will be 3 minutes
DiMarco.
added time.
Yaya Toure.
Oh, that's a key interception.
And here's Doku. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Diouf.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And that is as far as it goes.
Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
Bernardo Silva. In towards the back stick. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Tries one from range. Rijkaard looking to pass their way up the pitch. And this is Dembele. Played back.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries a shot! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Oh, can he get onto this? Ah, he's given it away. Bernardo Silva. Rijkaard. That has been slung wide. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. And the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Rodri deals with that comfortably. And again! There it is! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Georgia are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
Georgia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Looking for options for movement. And it's Cruyff. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Mbappe! Oh, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Mbappe has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Oh, shooting chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Totti. Kimmich. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Now, can they get him away? Can he get on the end of this? That's going across goal. Getting up there! He's got to be quick to recover this. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
And now a sudden chance to counter. He's in plenty of space here. He's shifting through the gears here. Pulls it back. And a header! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Mbappe. He has found the way through. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Looking to play him in. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he's intervened well there. That's a good ball out wide. That has ended up in no man's land. Van Dijk. Cruyff. Now it's Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here.
That's a sharp pass. Bernardo Silva. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Ruggeri.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Diaz, looking understandably energised after his goal.
Pretty robust defending.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he is going into that little black book. Bernardo Silva. Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, he's burst through. Decent chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe pinches it off him. Totti. So what can they make of this? Totti. Can he get it through? Cross needs to be good. Well read, and the danger is averted. And for the first half, that is that. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Georgia finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we are back underway.
Georgia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Punched away. And he's gone searching crossfield. Pass somewhat off target. Georgia come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Yamal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Good read, needed to be.
Kalulu.
Now it's Olise. Wriggles his way through, and he's managed to get free. And it's Rijkaard. And the pass is intercepted. Serginho running with the ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through. Now the delivery. Great chance! Corner number 3 coming up. And that has sent him sprawling. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's having a go! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Georgia are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Yamal. Kimmich. Georgia still have the cards to affect this game. Doku. And Guardiol aims beyond the defence. Looking for the far post. Khan claims it, safe hands.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Ruggeri got a long way forward to join the attack.
There will be a throw-in. Has to go back here, and he shoots!
Vardiol.
That's an imaginative pass. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Serginho. And it's Rodri. It's a really well-measured ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Diaz. Ruggeri. Now it's Kimmich. He's picked his way through. Nicely. Oh, good climb!
Madrid surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams...
Chance for a shot! Knocks it into space. And this is Totti. Totti with the cross. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That's a lovely, neat pass.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Georgia really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Oh, what has happened here? Kimmich. Diaz in acres of space out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Diaz. Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. He'll try from distance! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Serginho.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time.
Number 15.
Not the most accurate pass.
Number 11.
And that interception, that's that, the end. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle.
Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Focal point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is 30 yards forward.
He's looking wide. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He's having a hit! And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
David Villa. Can he get on the end of this? Real chance! And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Georgia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
It's Neymar! Oh, what has happened here? Forced to go back. And that has been knocked clear. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Gerrard. Jose. Now it's Villa. And it's Gerrard. Oh, no joy this time. Neither side yet able to find the net. Bernardo Silva supplying the width on this right-hand side. And he's intervened well there.
Bernardo Silva clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Bernardo Silva crossed into the middle. And that has been cleared. He's having a pop! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Chance for a shot! And he's done it! So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neymar plays it in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Bernardo Silva is always scanning the pitch for targets. Nicely weighted ball. There's the shot! And he's stuck it away. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So they have it all to do again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
He's found a way through. Now it's Dani Olmo. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Mbappe. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Dani Olmo tries to pass it through. Neymar finds himself offside. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, he's having a go! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Hakimi proves just a little bit too strong. Gerrard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Serginho. Not the most accurate pass.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Dixon. And the pass is intercepted. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. The midway point of the game.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Just a quick announcement. We would like to inform you that CCTV is now in operation for your safety. Substitution on the field. Number 13, Kvaratskhelia.
So it's back to business.
Number 20, Bernardo Silva. Coming on the field.
Dani Olmo,
6,
and he's running through. Good play by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there.
Substitution in progress.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's found space here. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Oh, that's fabulous. Shot a goal! That could spell trouble. Picks out, takes a shot! And he hits the net. And again they hit the front. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Georgia with the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Georgia come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
No, that's been intercepted. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And the finish! It's a goal! And they're back in front! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now it's Doku. Looking to play him in. Oh, super ball. And the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 2 then. Vieira tries to clear.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for options for movement.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Doku. He's picked his way through. In once more. Tries to get it clear. Eze. Georgia, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Gerrard! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 4, Mbappe. Coming on the field. Number
So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Serginho shifted it to the flank. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Vieira. And it's Olmo. Neymar.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
He's in a great position here. And shoots! And he's there to get it away. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Guardiol. He's a sharp little ball here. Dani Olmo, a dangerous raider down the right-hand side. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Oh, given offside once more. Well, that looks a decent ball.
Georgia nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
That's been cut out, well played. Aimed beyond the defence.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Spread neatly, and he's picked it up out wide. He is through here. He's having a shot. Could be danger here. Has another go.
Added minute has been indicated.
Kane. Spread it left. Doku has it in a wide position. And he lines up a cross. Rijkaard tries to... And the volley. And he's lifted it over. Not the most convincing of passes. And we're done. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome
players
to
on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch.
He's having a hit! Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Hakimi chasing after it. Pass somewhat off target. Over to the right flank.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's picked his way through.
Bernardo Silva.
Cross needs to be... Oh, good effort! Off the post! No, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
And he's had it nicked away.
Maradona. Maradona.
Getting forward. Bernardo Silva. Shifted it to the flank.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Neymar. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Mbappe. Rodri gets across and deals with it. Spread it left. Kvaratskhelia going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Kvaratskhelia clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Ball. And a header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Great vision. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Neither side yet able to find the net. And that's definitely not his best. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Rijkaard! Decent chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And now they can spring out of defence. Engages and forces him off the ball. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Oh, that's fabulous. And a chance! Oh, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Mbappe certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Now it's Mbappe. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Neymar.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Messi! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Great defending, strong and determined.
Piemonte really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball one. He's gone for goal!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Rodri. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Spread to the right. Bernardo Silva carries the ball down the right. And it's Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. Drogba.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Spread out to the left. Kvaratskhelia might just make this. Serginho. Maradona. He's found a way through. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. And we are up to the break.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It's goals! That's got him rattled. Kvaratskhelia. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, nice touch. Serginho. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Piemonte have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Cruyff. That's going wide left. And Kvaratskhelia. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And he's managed to gift it back. Messi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's picked it up out wide, and that's gone loose. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Cruyff gets on his bike and on the move. Well, that is one way to stop him. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Cruyff! And Neuer pulls off a sensational save. Georgia have their second corner now. Kvaratskhelia! No, not the best of headers. It's a pretty loose pass. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Rodri. And the pass is intercepted. Maradona. Neymar. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Diamante clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Can he finish? And he should have made them pay.
Kvaratskhelia deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Substitution on the field, number 13.
Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Not the most accurate pass. That's destined for the flank. Ooh, can he get onto this? Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Georgia do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Played out to the left flank.
Georgia clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And here's Mbappe, played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
It's loose now and they want to get it back. And here's Cruyff. He's on it, can he get away? There's the shot! Tried the volley, but no.
Cruyff really needed everything to come together then at the precise moment. Not easy.
De Ligt promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, that's delightful. He's got away. Doku stood his ground strongly. Messi has given away a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. And the through ball. Hakimi makes the interception. Just 5 minutes left. Xabi Alonso kept his eye on it, and he's there. That's a delicate pass. Maradona. Now it's Van Basten. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that has been slung wide. Threads one in. Doku picks it up out wide. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Quality ball. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Oh, well played, well played. Doku. Cruyff. Rodri running with intent. That looks a good ball through. Space for him to turn and look. Goes for a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Doku. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
It's a throw-in. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Mbappe. Just eases him off the ball.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Bastoni gets over and intercepts. It's not an especially good pass, that. The ball has bounced loose now. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Players have gathered round, and they are clearly concerned. Italy already a man down in these early stages. Cruyff! That has not gone well. Has another go! And again! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Kvaratskhelia! And that's a tidy finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say...
He's having a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And now a sudden chance to counter. First quarter of an hour gone. And the pass is intercepted. Musiala. This looks promising. Musiala with the foul. Georgia have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Ekitike. He's looking wide. And he was alert to it. Cruyff can clear it away. Vardiol. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And that's gone loose. Hakimi trying to keep this in. Cross into the box. Keeper has taken decisive action. Ekitike. Serginho. Rodri. Yeah, can they get him away? Gets a good foot in there. Musiala.
Georgia are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way through zone.
Knocks it into space. Messi. Bremer. The message is clear, none shall pass. And it's Serginho. And here's Kvaratskhelia, and he shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Threads one in. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Cruyff. And here's Mbappe. Silvestre spots it and intercepts. Ekitike. Into the channel. There's a sharp little ball here. Can he latch on to this? Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's and no mistake! And claimed it back swiftly. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, that's fabulous. Shapes to shoot. That's another chance. Oh, good finish. On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Italy cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Now it's Mbappe.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Hakimi attempts a clearance. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Tries to pass it through. And it's been given away. Musiala. Oh, that's well spotted. Rodri. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. And that is the end of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Georgia leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline. Away we go again. And it's Bernardo Silva. Always onto this. Gets his head on it! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Now it's Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Great defending, strong and determined. Great ball, and he's in. Can he finish? And it's in!
And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.